Well, we are back with more buffering episodes from ConneXions. Second day, we're feeling a little rougher today. Maybe my voice is a bit shot from all the talking and conversation.
I was just saying I can't stop talking.
Yeah.
But we're joined by another exciting guest, and Gabe, you've done a great job on lining up guests. I got to give you a little credit for that.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, man. So yeah, we are very excited today to be joined by Larry Montgomery from eTex Communications. Larry runs the sales organization at eTex, and we're really excited today to get into some conversations around building a winning sales culture. First of all, Larry, welcome to the podcast. We really appreciate you sharing some time with us, man.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. This is my first time attending ConneXions, so I'm glad to be here. Not only am I speaking with you guys on the podcast, but I'm also sitting on the panel. So
nice.
Glad to participate and also take in all of the excitement. I've heard about this event for many years and glad to be able to attend for the first time.
You told me that, and I couldn't believe it was your first time at ConneXions, man. And we just threw you right into the deep end of the pool with buffering and with panels and all that.
ConneXions famous now.
Man, look, I am all in all the time. Anybody that works with me knows that I've got one speed and it's 1,000. So let's go.
I love it. And frankly, that leads us nicely into the conversation today, because I see so much of the stuff that you do on LinkedIn, the culture that you're looking to build with your sales organization. And frankly, I just thought that a lot of broadband service providers to really learn from how you're building it and how you're approaching it. So kind of first question here, I'd love to hear your perspective on building a winning sales culture at a broadband service provider and kind of how you've approached that.
So that is a question that I get asked all the time. I am very active on LinkedIn. If anyone follows me on LinkedIn, I do put out a lot of content because I love to brag and talk about what we're doing and put the team on display. So one question that I get often is, how do you keep the sales team motivated, and how do you keep yourself motivated? Well, for me, one answer that I always start with, it starts at the top. I'm in a very lucky position that my general manager, Charlie Connor, was actually a sales engineer. So Charlie always had that sales mindset first. So I've been with eTex for a little over 27 years.
The awesome,
current
man.
position,
Congratulations.
thank you. The current position that I'm in now, I've been in for 13 years. And when Charlie spoke with me about this position, he definitely had a vision of he wanted eTex to be the industry leader in our market space and focusing on sales. We've all had the conversations and we've heard that traditional telcos, the space has been, we're order takers. We've got some broadband services, we got phone services. If you need anything, give us a call. Well, in my prior role, I like to say sometimes in prior life, I was in the engineering group and I was actually working more as a sales engineer. I was working with our school districts, tier 1 cellular providers. But I was providing those guys with more of a sales type relationship versus technical. So in a roundabout way, I kind of fell into sales and didn't even know it. So I stumbled into this industry.
I feel like you and I have a similar path from that perspective, stumbling into sales.
Exactly. So the technical background really helps. So
Yeah.
I'd say it definitely starts at the top. Getting your upper management, your general manager, and your other managers on board definitely helps, because you're going to need the support of the entire company in order for your sales organization to be successful.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of the key metrics you use in your business and driving success. What are you guys tracking, or what's important to you from a metric standpoint?
From a metric standpoint, we've got several KPIs that we track. I meet with my team weekly as a group and also weekly individually. And then we have quarterly meetings. And centered around those meetings, we go over our metrics to make sure we're in line and on the same page. So we track new customer acquisitions, also added revenue, and also key services that we're pushing, such as Smart Biz, what I'm here to talk on the panel about later today, and also our VoIP services. So we stay in line with that and break down our goals based on by sales rep and also overall for company-wide.
I love that regular cadence. And I think that's so important in a sales culture, to make sure not only that you have those regular touch points together as a team, but also those individual touch points. Hey, tell me about how things are progressing through the funnel. You've got these big deals in here. What's happening with all of these? And how does that align to those key metrics that you talked about?
Yes, definitely. And the frequency with meeting, that's another question that I get often. You know, how often are you meeting with your team? What are you guys talking about when you meet? But like you said, talking about those metrics and keeping them front and center, so that way you don't get any surprises at the end of the year. You stay, you track it, weekly and monthly to just stay on top of it.
Yeah, I working on the sales organization inside of CalX, obviously see this. We're very rigid about our funnel structure and making sure that we're progressing. And so much of it, to your point, is just to avoid surprises. You have to roll up to a leadership team. I don't know what sales are going to be for a quarter, a year, all of that. If you have those bad surprises, it becomes a really difficult conversation versus, if you identify those things early, then you can course correct and, kind of make adjustments as you go. I love that perspective. One of the other big reasons we wanted to have you on is, typically marketing and sales is, in my view, a woefully underinvested area of the broadband space. And you have a relatively large team. I say relatively because, in our space, it's quite big, right? And you've been able to kind of build that up. I'd love to hear your perspective on, how you talk to leadership about, hey, these are the investments that we need to make if we want to grow as a business, and how you've been able to grow your team through that.
So definitely. So my team consists of, I've got 7 full-time reps within my department. 6 focus on sales, and 1 has a higher focus on marketing.
Okay.
So not only do I have 7, but also we all help with the marketing as a service. Typically, one thing that I did when we started researching, especially in our industry, sales and marketing were not mixed. It was not one department. And we heard horror stories of sales and marketing are fighting, they're bickering, they're not getting along. So when the decision was made to combine the two, it was all in an effort to be in sync and on the same page. Marketing supports sales. Marketing goals should be to help generate sales, which generates new customers and revenue. So to sit down with Charlie, our general manager, to discuss when it was time to start growing the team, we had I'll tell a story to kind of tie into this. I had someone on my team leave. At that time, I had 2 full-time sales reps, and we were busy. I was out in the streets as well a lot. I wasn't able to put as much time focusing on the structure, KPIs, because I was so busy. So I lost one, and when that person left, I sat down with Charlie, and he said, you know what? We're not going to replace that one. We're going to give you 3 people. And my eyes probably got this big. I was like, because first the nerves hit me because it was right before holiday. I had some vacation coming up, and I was like, what am I going to do with these people? So that year was our most productive year after we introduced and increased the size of the team. So again, it goes back from the beginning statement of having that buy-in from the general manager to understand the importance of creating that sales culture. And after that, anytime we've had to grow the department, it was based on demand. So I was able to actually pull data from our CRM and show the need. And I've been lucky that I've been able to hand pick my team. So some of the other supervisors and managers hate to see me coming. So I've been able to get the best of the best within our company anytime we've had positions open in our group. But it's just been support from all of the other departments within our group to see the value of the sales team and what the guys are bringing in.
That's awesome.
And one of the big themes at ConneXions this year has been this new game with new rules, specifically around AI. So can you talk to us a little bit about how you see AI positively impacting your organization and how you'd go about kind of deploying these new AI tools?
So AI is here, and I am loving it. One thing that I definitely want to make clear, and some people seem to not understand this, I am looking at AI to complement the team, not to replace team members. I think some people get that mixed up, that AI is going to replace the interactions or the sit-down face-to-face conversations. Whenever I'm pulling metrics for my team and we're looking at, hey, what works the best? For us, it is always that face-to-face meeting.
100%.
That's how we are landing the most business, adding the most revenue, is face-to-face connections. AI isn't going to replace that. So what we're looking at it is to save our most valuable asset, time. It is going to buy us time to be able to focus on a better customer journey, a better customer experience. One thing that we've implemented a few years ago through our CRM, we have the capability to send out automated emails. Those emails give the appearance that they are coming directly from that sales rep. So we've had sales reps that have been on vacations, and their customers are getting emails based on triggers, date of install, first year anniversary. We actually had a customer get an email congratulating them on 1 year of business, and it looks like it came directly from that sales rep. And that customer put that on Facebook and say, wow, eTex remembered my first year in business. Thank you, eTex. I appreciate you guys.
That's awesome.
So that was awesome to see that. But that was just a small dose of what we're looking at for AI. So for us, we're going to be looking at more automation. Also with our CRM, they've got some trial software that we've been looking at. The sales rep would actually be able to go in, and the software would actually help them map out their day based on previous contacts. It would suggest, hey, you reach out to these customers, you start in this market, you visit this customer. So we're embracing it, and we are definitely going to implement it with a thought from the beginning that is going to give us more time.
I love that next best action, recommendations. I think that's a huge way to do it. And I'm so with you on the, AI is not going to replace people. Michael talked about it from the stage this morning. We see this as an opportunity to invest more, and like you said, be more efficient with the folks that you have. But it's hard enough to hire people in this industry.
Exactly.
We do not want to see our customers getting rid of people for sure. Well, as we wrap up, one of the things you mentioned right before we started recording, Larry, was that you've actually got a bit of a consulting service that you're going to be launching here in the next little bit. Would you mind just telling us a bit about that as we wrap up?
No, not at all. I'm definitely excited about this and excited to get the information out there. In the next few weeks, I'll be putting some information out on LinkedIn and social media, talking about a consulting service that I'm going to be launching that is going to target for sales managers and also sales representatives. It's going to be more of the same information you guys see me put on LinkedIn. I get a lot of requests, and I've done some consulting just in general, reaching out to companies, sharing information on what we do as a whole. So I'm happy to share this. This is really about helping other companies grow and be successful and helping individuals grow as well. So I'm excited. Definitely be on the lookout for it.
Well, go give Larry a follow on LinkedIn. Regardless, he's a great follow. He posts all kinds of good information. And I feel the enthusiasm that you have for all of this coming through the computer screen. So I'm excited to see what you got launching in the future as well.
Well, I appreciate it. And Gabe, I appreciate you guys reaching out to me for this opportunity.
Yeah, it was our pleasure.
Chat with you guys today.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us.